Hello. Over the next few weeks, I'll be explaining how the way you breathe has a huge impact on how well you feel, how energetic you are, and how anxious or relaxed you become.
Many of us spend far less time in the immediate present than in either the past or the future. We dwell on events that happened a while ago or anticipate events to come rather than focusing intently on the here and now. As a result, focusing all our attention on any one idea or activity for more than a few moments becomes increasingly difficult. No matter how hard we try, unwanted distractions intrude on our thoughts. When people first start to meditate, for example, they find their tranquility invaded by a host of distracting notions and concerns. Their mind drifts almost aimlessly, wandering back and forth through time, either in reminiscence or in anticipation. We quickly become prey to worries and concerns which, circling like vultures above a wagon train, become increasingly difficult to ignore. Only after much practice and persistence with meditative techniques does it become possible to still these frenetic thoughts and focus intently on just one aspect of our being, whether it's the rise and fall of our breath or some external object such as a candle, an image or a mandala. At work or at play, an ability to focus intently on the here and now is usually essential for achievement. Even a momentary lapse of concentration when playing a sport or making a business presentation, for example, can transform success into failure. A similar lapse when driving a car at speed or operating other types of machinery may well have even more catastrophic consequences. Fatigue, worries and problems can all serve to distract our minds from the task at hand and make it harder and harder to concentrate intently on any single activity. Once we've learned how to focus, however, the mind will enter a state which psychologists call flow. In this altered state of consciousness, it becomes possible to concentrate so hard on a single chain of thoughts or actions that time itself ceases to have any meaning. Glance at your watch before and immediately after entering a state of flow, and you're likely to be amazed at just how much time has flown past. While in a state of flow, your entire being is intently focused on just that single activity. Other sights and sounds are either not noticed or perceived merely as unimportant parts of the background. The following breathing technique is designed to help you focus your mind more intently on whatever tasks you're undertaking. Although, as before, it requires only 3 minutes to carry out, the beneficial effects can last up to an hour or more. Prior to an event where clear focus has to be maintained for any length of time, set aside 3 minutes to use the following procedure. As I explained earlier in this training course, we normally breathe around 16 times a minute, which means that every cycle of inhalation and exhalation lasts between 3 and 4 seconds. To produce the focused breath, all one needs to do is slow down this rate to 4 breaths per minute, increasing the time of each inhalation to 5 seconds and each exhalation to 10 seconds with no pause between the two. When you're ready, let's make a start. Sit comfortably with your back straight and spine well supported. Close your eyes and breathe in deeply for a slow count to 5, drawing the air fully into your lungs by deep body breathing. Now, without any pause, exhale for a slow count to 10, once again using the diaphragm to expel as much air as possible from your lungs. Repeating this cycle 8 times will occupy the first 2 minutes of your 3-minute session. In the remaining 60 seconds, use the sensualizations, which I shall describe in a moment, to put your mind into a steady, relaxed state. Now, let's proceed through all 8 cycles, using deep body breathing to achieve both the slow inhalation and even slower exhalation. Now, breathe in for a slow count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale fully, so a slow count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in for a slow count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale fully for a slow count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in for a slow count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for a slow count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in for a slow count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for a slow count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in for a slow count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for a slow count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in for a slow count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale fully for a slow count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in for a slow count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale fully for a slow count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now breathe in for a slow count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale fully for a slow count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And stop and return your breathing to normal. The next step in the focused breath procedure is to spend 60 seconds using the sensualization which you learnt in workshop 4. As before, I shall be using the Paradise Island scenario and suggest that unless you feel uncomfortable with this approach, you follow it for the first few sessions. If at a later stage you wish to modify it or change it to better suit your personal needs, then please feel free to do so. Equally, if you've been working with a different setting in which you feel more comfortable, then stay with that and make the necessary changes in line with the descriptions I'm going to give you in a moment. Having spent 2 minutes on focused breathing, returning your mind's eye to your personal private paradise and imagine yourself walking along the golden sands of the foreshore. To your right, you can see the perfect blueness of the ocean with small waves breaking on the beach. You can hear the rhythmic sounds as they gently uncurl and feel the warm sand under your bare toes. You can taste the salty tang of the sea air on your lips and smell the tropical flowers fringing the beach to your right. Now, I want you to imagine bending down to pick up a beautiful shell from the beach. Feel the weight of it in your hand. Trace your fingers along its rough outer contours and compare these with the smoothness of the texture inside the shell itself. Notice how the sunlight reflects from the polished sheen inside the shell, and imagine what colours these might be, perhaps pink fading to white or a light blue throughout. In your mind's eye, move the shell close to your nose and smell the salty aromas of the ocean. Place it against your ear and hear the rushing ebb and flow of the tide echoing from within. Try to hold these sensations as clearly and as accurately as possible for the remainder of the 60 seconds. The purpose of this visualization is to help you develop focus and enhance your concentration. You'll be able to acquire this skill even faster by spending a little time studying actual objects in everyday life. To do this, spend, say, 60 seconds or so using the focused breath to establish the desired pattern of brain waves, and then closely observe some small object, such as a piece of fruit, a curiously shaped stone, some weathered timber, or some other intriguing small object. Concentrate on how it looks in the most minute detail. Feel the texture and the temperature of the object beneath your fingertips, and, where appropriate, also pay attention to any tastes or smells or sounds associated with it. Practice until you are able to see yourself being able to focus 100% on the task at hand without allowing unwanted thoughts or external distractions to break your concentration. Should you feel your focus slipping at any time, gently but firmly return yourself to the task at hand. Within a very short space of time, you should find it possible to focus intently and for longer and longer periods on any activity that requires your complete concentration in order to achieve your goal. That concludes Workshop 7. In the next and final workshop, I will show you how to break free from any psychological barriers that may have arisen in your past and which are currently from preventing you from achieving all that you want to achieve now and in the future.